Welcome back to Day. My name is Toden, and I want to know why taxes are so difficult. I've been having quite the time recently between everything that happens in life. But you know what? That is all over now. Day is ending, and it is time to play some Minecraft. I hope you guys are doing well. If you missed yesterday's episode, we've been working on this creeper farm, and I'm working right now. I'm doing some decorations on the outside, trying to make it look like a dangerous site. I'm putting these iron bar fences up, make it look like a government controlled area or some sort of a kind of a danger keep out sort of vibe. Now I did get a very good suggestion. Let me pull up my comment of the day here. Suggestion from Sparrow S. Daisy, who says using black and yellow concrete on the farm looked like caution tape. And I think that is an amazing idea. And I need a block to fill in this corner bit right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of yellow and black concrete. We're going to put a stripe around the top of this farm. And I think that's going to look really good. Come down here, open this up, accidentally place an ender chest out here, and then accidentally break my porch floor, and then realize my microphone is covering up my hotbar, and I'm just having quite the time. Okay, I need gravel, and I have no sand. That's annoying, but I'm sure that there's sand somewhere. I think, actually, do I have more? Okay, I need to make some rockets. This'll do. These 6 rockets will carry me. Okay, let me get my shovel, which I believe is in here. Yep, okay, there we go. And I think I know where I can get some sand. I think there should be a beach somewhere over here. It is all stone. Okay, that is not helpful. I need sand. Surely there's sand somewhere. Okay, there's some sand in there. But yeah, I would like a flatter area. I'm kind of they say beggars can't be choosers. I'll come grab sand off of. Oh wait, that's sand over there, right? Or is that more stone? That's more stone. Why is there no sand anywhere? Why is it that this world does not offer me the blocks that I need? Alright, here's sand. I'll grab all of this. I'll bring it with me back to the base. Maybe I need to just go over to the old base soon and mine up like a bunch of sand from that desert, which I already did at one point, but I think that was before I had like a really good shovel that I could insta mine with. So maybe we're due for another visit. All right, how much sand do I have? A little over a stat. Let's grab more. Let's just, let me just clear out this whole little area here. Forget the water. Doesn't matter. Don't need to worry about looks or anything. Yeah, there we go. I did also have a comment. I'm sorry, I didn't screenshot it, and I'm not sure exactly who said so, but we are getting very close to episode 100 of Day a Day, which is wild to think about, the fact that I've been doing this for almost 100 days already. And I think we should do something special for episode 100. If you have any ideas for something special we could do to commemorate 100 episodes in this world. Why is there a random like tiny little chunk of snow right here? I probably flew past that so many times when I was looking for snow and didn't realize. Oh well. But yeah, if any of you have any cool ideas for something we could do for episode 100, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. All right, let me grab a bunch of these yellow flowers that we can obviously use for the yellow dye for our concrete. Grab a whole bunch of these, and then I should quote unquote should have ink sats that we can use for black dye. If I don't, I guess we're gonna go kill some squids. Let's see, what do I have? I have no ink sats, and I have no black dye. Grr. Okay, that's fine. Let me go ahead and make like a stack-ish of yellow. And then guess I need to go kill some squids. But I do have the unfortunate problem of now I don't have any rockets to get back over to the river. Let me see if there's any gunpowder down here. Have any more creepers spawn? Yes. 2 there. 2 there. None there. All right, that's fine. That's fine. This will be enough to make some rockets. Actually, are there squids? Why did I not come over here for sand? Why did I go all the way around the thing? Why do I do these things to myself? All right. Let's grab some ink sats. Here's one. Where are the squids? I require more squids. Here we are. Over here. We've got some squids. And please don't swim away from me. Thank you. There's some down here. There's another one. He's right here. I really need to put looting on this sword. That would be very helpful for stuff like this. All right. Grab these. What's that? That's 5. I'd like to get a little bit more at least. Maybe like 3 or 4 more. Because I think I used like 8 yellow dye. So if we can get 8-ish black dye, that would be very nice. I see some squids over here. Let's come on down to this area of the river. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't come over here for sand. This would have made so much more sense. I actually haven't really explored much in like this direction from the base. I'm kind of just realizing that, you know, this area is kind of fresh, like, land. Okay, please do not swim that far away from me. That's quite annoying. Thank you. Insects. Yeah, like this area over here, I haven't really explored all that much. Maybe at some point soon we'll have to go take a look and see what's over there. I think I may have left some ink sats. Yeah, right here. I hope you guys are doing well, by the way. I realized I didn't open the video with that. I usually try and say that, you know, pretty early on in the episode. But I do hope you're doing well. Overall, I am doing well. I kind of maybe came across a bit upset at the beginning of the video. But overall, I'm doing just fine. Okay, while I am over here, I also do want to... I don't have a crafting table. Well, I can fix that. Chop this tree down. Boom. 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 Okay, my inventory is so full right now. Okay, let's turn all of this into black dye. Like so. Can I pick up like a couple things out of my inventory here? Maybe that'll fit in there. Yeah, alright. So we made our yellow dye, or our yellow powder. Let's make our black concrete powder. And let's maybe make one more set of yellow. Okay. And now what we need to do is we need to convert all of this concrete powder into regular concrete. So, go through the classic process of now we sit here. Now we sit here and actually, I just had a much better idea. I feel like a genius, and you're all going to watch this episode and you're going to say, wow, Toten, you are a genius. I think I'm missing a block. So I have 19 plus 44. I need 20 plus 44. I am missing a block of concrete, and I do not know where it is. That is a mystery that I don't feel like solving, because one concrete block is not going to make that big of a difference. But let's come back over here to our creeper farm. Hello, cow. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Mr. Cow, sir. I'm just going to break my way in because I can. Now, you maybe ask yourself, Toten, how are you going to fill this thing in if you don't have enough concrete? Well, I'll tell you. I'm just going to place down the powder, and then I'll pour water over top of it. Because I'm just that smart. Okay, so we're just going to go around, place down all these blocks around the top here. Like so. And then this will create, not only will it fill in this corner of the building that I've been needing to fill in, but it will create a like sort of danger zone caution tape look. Just like Sparrow S. Daisy said in their comment. And I think it will help the build look a little nicer in the system we've got going on here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then we just get our bucket of water. Pour it out over top. Okay, this is probably going to be faster. I apologize to your ears if you're wearing headphones. It's probably extremely loud. But you know what? It's getting the job done. And that's what I need. I need the job get done. So we're just gonna come right here. We're gonna spam down this on all of the unhardened concrete, which I guess at this point is just the yellow stuff. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Perfect. Now let's see how this looks like through the bars. Does that make a difference? Oh yeah, that looks nice. I like the caution tape look. I really do. I really do. I think it looks quite nice. Okay, so I think I am like completely out of tough, if I'm not mistaken. So I may need to go down into the cave to get more tough. But what do I have in the box here? Okay, yeah, I have absolutely nothing. Okay, good to know. Well, let's put some of this stuff away so that I actually have inventory space for once. Birchwood, we'll put the end rods up here along with the dyes. The flour can go in here. Okay. All right, now that's moss. Okay, I thought that was stone. All right, now let's jump down into the mine real quick to get some tuff, because I just need a little bit more to build out the rest of this wall. And then we should be good to go. And then I obviously would also like to update the pumpkin chest before the end of the episode. Obviously, that's something that I would like to do for every episode. But sometimes we don't quite get to it. Okay, is there tuff somewhere? Yeah, okay, this whole wall's made of tuff. Perfect. I'll just come through and grab a nice chunk of the wall. So that the tuff kind of ends right here. So we'll kind of dig our way back out of the wall. And we'll just dig up this whole chunk of tuff right here that we've carved out. We don't need a ton more. It's really just running across the bottom there. And then building up the pillars. And I will grab a little bit more because I just remember there's a couple spaces down at the bottom where I need to kind of patch up the wall in places where like the terrain dips down or stuff like that. So we'll call this good, I think. I think this should be plenty. And then I don't have rockets down here, so we're gonna have to go up the old-fashioned way. No, biddy. Hello, Bat. How are you doing? And hopefully, you know, ideally, this whole time, the creeper farm is working and doing its job. So, you know, it like I've said it multiple times. It is not like the world's most efficient creeper farm. I know that. And because I can't AFK in this world, I know that it could be faster. I'm going to turn these subtitles back off. I know that it could be faster. I do know that. But all I need is a slow, consistent trickle of gunpowder. I don't need 30,000 gunpowder in an hour. I just need, you know, a little bit consistently. That's all I need. Okay, do I have that gunpowder? What happened to the gunpowder? It's in here. Okay, I have 9 gunpowder. Perfect. And I get paper. And I make flight duration 2 rockets. Yes. Okay, perfect. Paper goes away. And then I have a stonecutter over at the project here, right here. So we'll go. I'll just go ahead and make this whole bit into tough bricks for now. Okay. And then we can stretch this over here. And like I said, I will clean up the, like those spaces where the train goes up and down. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then these go up 1 more block, and then get the chiseled. Over here we go up 2 blocks. Oop, not right there. 2 blocks, and then get the chiseled. Perfect. Now we just run through with our iron bars and fill in this entire space here up to the very tippy top. Boom, 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 boom. boom, boom. Man, these get hard to place when you're placing them just on the bars themselves. The hitbox is so small. Boom, 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 what, boom, boom, boom. Okay, come on, come on, come on. All right, there we go. Break this block. Okay, and then come around here, fill in this space here, like so, and then boom, 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 boom. All right, now I can double check, see if there's any spaces where there's like weird terrain or anything. Doesn't look like it. So I do want to get some dirt to fill in like low spots in the terrain. And I'll just grab that from right here. This weird like overhang spot. Grab all of that. Very nice. All right, let's oopsie daisy. Fill this in so that the wall actually reaches the ground everywhere. Do that, and then I'm gonna leave that for now because that goes down to where we actually like pick up the like collection chests. I need to make like an actual proper room down there that isn't just, you know, a cave. Okay, I need quite a bit of bricks over here. Bricks, thank you. Because I don't want to just be walking down into a cave every time I want to collect my gunpowder. I need to make like a proper staircase or a ladder or something that goes down to the collection area. Okay, this all looks good. Place these blocks, boom, boom, boom. Place these blocks, boom, boom, boom. And then again, I'm gonna come in here, put a block there. 1, 2, 2, 3. Grab the dirt. 1, 2, dirt. Dirt. Okay. Now that'll fill in. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Now there is one other thing that I need for this area. And that is lanterns. So I'm going to come down here. There should be some iron in here. Perfect. Okay. Come over here. Turn all of these torches that I have in my inventory. Turn them all into lanterns. Like so. And then I'll just pillar up here. I will get rid of this pillar. Worry not, fair citizens. And these will serve as like surveillance lights. Or, oh, I missed a couple bars here. Okay, there we go. Or like, you know how some buildings will have lights on top that like show airplanes not to run into them? That's another kind of like function of these lantern lights. All right. I think, honestly, I think that's probably good for this. I think it doesn't need to be anything crazy. It's just a creeper farm. And I think, honestly, I think it looks fine. You know, I think it looks good for the purpose that it serves. I think I like it. I think I like it. Okay. Grabbed my thumbnail shots. I want to update the pumpkin chest. I can see that the sun is coming up. I want to make sure I get the pumpkin chest. Ow, my face. My nose just broke into a million little pieces. Let's get this pumpkin chest updated before the end of the episode here. In case you didn't know, for every subscriber I get on this channel, I farm a pumpkin. Those pumpkins go up here in the pumpkin chest. This is a physical representation of all of the subscribers on the channel. Accurate count right now, as I'm recording this, is currently 248 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys, for support. Bump this up by 4, and then we need to add in 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more pumpkins. I really do truly appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, this area is just coming along so nicely. It is so beautiful. And now that the creeper farm is done, we can start on our like animal farms, and those are going to come in right here. We're going to get working on some more achievements. We are going to have every achievement by the end of this year. So real quick, okay, it's day 88, but real quick, I'm going to go check and see if we've gotten any more gunpowder. Just real quick. Just real quick. No. Oh, there's 5 in this chest. All right, perfect. Sweet. So it does work. It does work. Oh man, that feels good. That feels good to have this farm done. Obviously, we need to get like a little staircase down to the collection area, but that'll be all right. That'll be all right. But thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you subscribe. I will be back tomorrow because I'm playing a day of Minecraft every day of 2026. Because it's a day, baby. So thank you. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Adios. Goodbye. Adios. Goodbye. See ya. Goodbye.